Dear brothers and sisters, today I like to respond to the comments and questions that people have asked me about pornography. Pornography is a menace that is ravaging almost everyone, both the young and the old, the secular and the religious, the male and the female, the rich and the poor. It's a problem for almost everyone, especially with the advent of gadgets. So you can access pornographic sites from wherever you are. The young people who are using cell phones, especially because of pandemic. In fact, statistics shows that during the pandemic, the people who watched pornography, the rate at which people watch pornography was very, very high. So, which means that everyone, especially young people, had their cell phone in their hands. The virtual learning created opportunity for people to abuse cell phones and gadgets. Many young people, when they are taking break for their synchronous or asynchronous classes, some people usually open pornographic sites. Even among religious people is also a problem. But why do people watch pornography? Anyone who is addicted to pornography or anyone who watches pornography is not just because the person is married or not married. There are so many married people who, even living with their wives, while their wife is sleeping, they are watching pornography. There are some women, they are living with their husband. Even when their husband is sleeping, they are watching pornography. So it's not just a problem of the singles, those who are not married. Even those who are married are also caught up in this demonic web. So people watch pornography, as I said, people watch pornography simply because of a sort of woundedness in them. Is a longing, is a desire, is a natural desire for a certain human person to receive a healing of internal woundedness or internal lack. You may think that you are okay, but you are not okay emotionally. If you can get someone, if you get a professional to help you step by step, you will discover why you are addicted to pornography. It may be at the moment of the formation of your relational dynamics and relational nature. Of course, every human being is relational, but we all pass through certain formation to become who we are today. So, there is a wound, relational wound, in each and every one of us. And for those who have this deep woundedness in the relationship, most times they try to satisfy their longing to become with, to be with someone, their longing for communion, their longing for relationship, their longing for fellowship, their longing for union, for bonding. They tend to get the satisfaction they're supposed to get from normal fellowship, from normal union, from normal friendship. They tend to get it by fantasizing in the things they watch. So, anyone who is watching pornography has a fundamental emotional problem. And that's why the person is looking for a way to heal it, but the person is looking at the wrong side. In Catechism of the Catholic Church, number 2354, the church teaches us and defines what is pornography. And the church goes on to tell us why it is a mortal sin, why it is sinful. It says, it offends against chastity because it perverts the conjugal act. The conjugal act is supposed to be for procreation, but for those who engage in pornography, it is just for pleasure. It is no longer geared towards the reason why God created that. God created sex for procreation and for conjugal um, complement for people who are married. Now, it is because it perverts the conjugal act, the intimate giving of spouses to each other. It does grave injury to the dignity of its participants. And the participants could be the actors, the vendors, those who sell it, and the public, me and you. Since each one becomes an object of base pleasure and illicit profit for others. Pornography is so bad because those who are in the act, they treat the other as object for pleasure, object for gratification. So the human person is no longer human, but the human person becomes an object. So anytime we begin to treat another person as an object for gratification, that is very sinful. And that's actually what pornography does. So when you decide to say, I want to stop watching porn, you are going to have a lot of crises. If you stop it for 1 week, 2 weeks, when you get to the third week, you are going to feel a lot of desire for it. You're going to begin to see even, sexual things in everybody, in everything around you. It's going to cause you frustration. It's going to make you feel depressed. It's going to make you feel disappointed. It's going to make you feel that insatiable desire. But that is actually the moment that God is trying to heal that woundedness inside you. If you relapse, if you fail, if you go back to watching it again after 1 week, 2 weeks, you decided not to watch, don't worry. Keep on, keep on keeping on. Keep on moving. Keep on making decisions every day to stop it. One day, you will eventually overcome it. I have seen people, I've accompanied young people who, started, they failed in 2 weeks, started again, failed in 1 week, started again, failed in 1 month, and gradually today give testimony to the fact that they were able to overcome the spirit, the demonic spirit of lust that pushes them to watch pornography. I'm going to mention some few things that will help us to overcome the habit of watching pornography. The first one is to recognize that it is a grave sin, a mortal sin. The second thing is to accept that you are guilty of watching porn. If you are the type who is watching porn, accept it. Do not deny it. Accept that you have a problem. Because the solution to a problem comes and begins and becomes effective when we accept that we have a problem. Number 3, it may be nice for you to go through the memory lane, through introspection, meditation, contemplation, reflection. It may be nice for you because it will help you to retrace, to remember how it all started. Because each and every one of those who are addicted to porn, there's always a time that it all started. So if you can discover how it started and what prompted it and the occasion when you started liking to watch porn, it will help you in order to overcome it. The fourth way to overcome is to confess it. No, I had a friend who said, confess, don't conceal it. The sacrament of penance, the sacrament of reconciliation, the sacrament of confession has a healing power. As I said in the beginning, those who watch porn have a deep woundedness. So the sacrament of penance gives us the healing grace that we need in order to overcome the demon and the spirit of porn. So do not conceal it, don't hide it, confess it. Talk about it with your priest, but make sure you talk about it with someone who is trustworthy, especially your spiritual director. Whenever you feel the lust of watching porn, move away from that place. Give yourself instant flight. So move away from it. Don't try to negotiate. If you try to negotiate, the devil, Satan is so tactical, he's so smart, he will overcome you. Before you know it, you have finished watching it. Cast the devil away and he will fly away from you. If you feel like watching it, close the computer, move away from there, get yourself busy with something positive. Number 7, do not be so anxious about your problem. If you are addicted to watching porn or you are watching porn at all, don't be anxious about it, because the energy you're supposed to use to overcome it, you may use the same energy to be so anxious about what is happening in your life. Because this can give you a lot of thought, really. So don't be so anxious about your situation, but focus on the mercy and the grace that God is giving to you to overcome this kind of habit. Always remember that overcoming the habit of watching porn is a process. It's not something that is automatic. So calm down with yourself. You will overcome it, okay? If you do these things I'm mentioning that you should do, you will surely overcome it through the grace of God, not through your own strength. Number 8, you have to make a distinction between to see and to look. If you are using your cell phone, usually you can have pop-ups. You have to make a distinction that to see, you can see something accidentally, okay? No problem with that. But to look means you have an intention to find out more. When something pop up, keep on moving. Do not take it back, click on it to find out what is there. You may find out what is there, and you may watch even the full video of that. It's okay to see, because you can't control most of the things that pop up, but you can control your decision to click on it and to look at it more. Number 9, you know yourself, you know your capabilities, you know your strength. So if you know you cannot handle cell phone with such pop-ups, it is better you look for a technical support. Someone can help you. Someone with technical, know-how can help you to block all those pornographic sites, because it's possible. When we were in the seminary, if you ever try to click on anything porn, you will never get access to it because it was blocked. So you can also block your Wi-Fi, you can block your browser from accessing those kind of sites. It is possible. Number 10, be a prayerful person. The more prayerful you become, the farther away you move from watching porn. Be prayerful. Spend time in reading the Bible if it is possible. Spend time in watching Christian movies, in movies that will teach you something that will help you in your life. Avoid movies that are suggestive, because they will surely lead you to watching the real pornographic materials. So be careful what you watch, but basically try to be prayerful. Read your Bible, read good books, listen to good songs, listen to people who speak good things, and they will surely inspire holiness in you. The 11th way to overcome the habit of pornography is to repair your relationships. Because people feel lonely sometimes, and whenever they feel lonely, the next thing they're going to do is to watch pornography. So, if you want to overcome the habit of watching porn, you should try to repair your relationship, because if you have good relationship in your family and with the people around you, you will not feel that loneliness or aloneness or emptiness or dryness or whatever that will push you to find pleasure in watching pornographic materials. So repair your relationship. A good relationship will help you to have a good life. So try to spend time with your family, because the more you spend time with your family, bonding, in communication, in fellowship, the more you will forget about looking at porn. The final one is that you can also choose to go to rehab. It may help you. If it has become so chronic, you can go to rehabilitation and seek professional help if you really want to overcome this. Thank you for listening to this reflection, and please do well to share it. God bless you.